record now. Hello, everybody, and how are you doing? I do apologize for the technical problems we've been having. You may or may not know I've been kind of gone for a couple weeks because of my ongoing computer issues. Supposedly, it's kind of fixed right now. I have it up and running right now. I wanted to live stream this both on YouTube and Twitch, but yet again, YouTube is giving me issues, so we're just doing it right now, live only on Twitch. But here we are. We are moving on. I am continuing my journey with BTS, and we're moving on to Chapter 5. And it's pretty exciting stuff. And then directly after this, we're actually going to watch, or we're going to react to the School Love Affair album, which will also be on Twitch as well. So I guess if you're here, you don't really need to go anywhere because it's not on YouTube today. It's only here. And it should be a good time. It's going to tie together the entire trilogy, and it should be a good time. You know, when I first started listening to BTS, it kind of wasn't really what I was expecting. I heard the song Butter, and I'm like, okay, well, this is a fun pop song. It sounds very polished and, you know, great harmonies and, you know, a great hook and everything. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can kind of see, you know, that's probably what this is. So I'm like, let's just start at the beginning and let's just see where it all started. And it kind of took me in a very strange direction. I'm like, wow, this is very hip hop orientated, like a lot more so than I thought it was going to be. Like it was pretty wild. And I was not expecting that. It kind of threw me through a loop. I didn't really know how to dissect music like that. I know what I know about hip hop, which is very limited, but I can appreciate certain genres of music and approach them from my expertise of, you know, sound designing and engineering and whatnot, and put it into my own thing. But it threw me through a loop because I thought I was going to be reacting and talking about modern pop music. Nope. That's what happens when you do these things live, and it's a surprise. So it just is what it is. But it's been great. You know, it's been great. The first album I was pretty surprised by it. I thought it was a little bit short. It was more like an EP to me. It was only a couple songs. But there's been some songs on these first two albums that have really surprised me, and not just sonically and dynamically from, you know, a musical perspective, but also from a perspective of, you know, there's some touching lyrics in here. They're talking about some subjects that are pretty heavy stuff, you know, even in the very beginning of their careers. So it's been wild to see. So we're continuing that journey today with the Rise of Bangtan Chapter 5, Love of Hip Hop. I'm going to love Dark and Wild. I hope so. People keep recommending that album to me, so I'm excited for it. I'm really, really excited for it. Let's see here. All right. Do I have anything else to say? I'm so thrown off my game. Oh, yeah. Hey, you may notice things are different. Yeah. There's no green screen behind me. This is just where I live. I'm just a person out in the wild. I haven't got the green screen thing set up because I didn't want to crash anything. So I just have this. We're going to be messing around with some formatting things today. I also wanted everybody to be able to see all the subtitles as well. I've had a lot of complaints or people at least mentioning, saying, hey, the subtitles are getting cut off because my fat face is in the way, you know? So we're going to try and mix things up. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I might go back to the old format. I'm not sure yet. We're going to play around with it. Let's see here. Let's switch over here and let's just get right on into it. And again, obviously, we gotta throw a couple thanks before this whole thing started, because there's some people that helped me out and that are directly shaping my journey. And one of those people is Susie, a mod over here and on YouTube. Another one of those people is K Venus, and then another one of those people is Sua. Without the combined effort of these fine three ladies, I don't know where I'd be or how I'd be doing this. So thank you so much to them. Without them, none of this would be possible. So what do you say we start? The Rise of Bangtan, Chapter 5, Hip Hop Lover. Let's go. Can I lower the quality? I don't think I can lower the quality. I'm very sorry. Oh, wait. Hey, you guys probably want to see this, don't you? Let's do one of these. Man, these documentaries are put together so well. I spoil you guys. Am I in the right spot?
대한민국의 혜성처럼 나타난 힙합 아이돌 방탄소년단. 그들에게 과연 힙합 유학은 필요할까?
신인상 방탄소년단. K-pop 어워드 신인상 그룹 부분. 네, 방탄소년단
감사합니다.
28회 골든디스크 시상식 음악부문 신인상 수상자는 방탄소년
전 13 멜로디 어워드 신인상 방탄소년단 축하드립니다.
This is a cool moment. This was cool too because there was so much doubt in the beginning of these documentaries. The first couple episodes, you know, they were wondering if they were going to fail, if people were going to like them and everything. And once they started winning awards, it was just one, it was just incredibly cute just to see how happy they got from everything. You know what I mean? It was just, they're like, okay, all of our hard work, our blood, sweat, and tears are coming to fruition. This is all starting to like come together. We're seeing the big picture and it's working. So this is like, it gives you like those tingles on your skin. You know what I mean? Like, hey, all this is coming together. I thought it was pretty cool. So this is probably a little recap.
オーダー少年団は時代に時代に受けられた偏見や抑圧から僕たちの音楽を守るという意味です。
What is he doing? Who chops up their vegetables with scissors? Maniac.
거의 맨 밑에 칸에
멤버들이 항상 저에게 우리랑 운전은 하지 말래요. 세계 평화를 위해서.
야 남준아 파워풀한데
그래서 넣었어요.
1분 30초세
What is that?
너무 많아가지고
So those are like little octopuses or boiling them.
얘가 막 커졌어요.
밥의 맛을 결정하는 건 참기름이야. 밥의 맛을 결정하는 건 뭐다? 참기름이다. 이해가 안 가.
정확한 비율로 이렇게 대피를 쏘는 피가 됐어요.
Oh, nice. That looks pretty good. That's like a, what do they call it? A papaya or something like that? They had one of those nice Le Creuset pans, I think they call them. Heavenly just said, after all these years, I still like watching them cook. I guess cooking is kind of a main theme of these guys.
땡큐.
1 year anniversary. Young forever.
Pretty cool. So that one sounded different. I made a criticism before, and people on Patreon let me know. I said, you know, it's kind of weird that they're lip syncing during practice, but I wasn't thinking about the big picture. And the big picture is like between all the choreography and the movements and stuff like that, you literally have to measure where your hand is compared to everybody else. Right there, I think he was singing on top of it. But before, I thought it was a little bit weird. I'm like, why is he lip syncing while dancing? But it makes perfect sense. Like your hands are also part of the dance moves and everything, and getting that choreography down perfect requires being able to do that. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm surprised I missed that.
내가 사실 니네한테 계속 약속을 했던 거잖아. 조금 기다리면 어쨌든 새로운 경험을 할 수 있게 해주겠다고, 가능하면 연주 같은 것도 만들어주겠다고 얘기를 했었고, 그래서 내 입장에서 그 약속을 좀 지키게 된 거야.
Pretty cool. Okay. I guess they were like promised that they were gonna get to travel abroad or do something like that, and I guess they're going to LA. All right.
LA에 가는 만큼 지금부터 모든 대화를 영어로 해볼까 합니다.
Sugar, is
How American of you.
Speak Thai, English speaker. Speaking Thai? Okay. You introduce yourself. Please. My name is Sugar. I'm rapper. Yeah. Oh, my Jimmy. Oh, yeah. I'm singer.
I'm here. Goes to America.
America, Los Angeles. Oh, Jimmy is very no fun.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
you got no jams.
Arm's spunky. He's a spunky fellow. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is their first time in America, and I kind of wasn't expecting this reception. It seemed like they were flying coach. They weren't like flying first class or anything. In my head, in what I know of them at this point in their career, like they basically just debuted with like 2 albums, you know? And so I'm assuming they're not a worldwide phenomenon at this point. I'm assuming they're probably, you know, popular as idols in Korea and possibly some other, you know, surrounding cultures or countries. And probably some people know them in America, but they literally got off the plane here and they had, you know, fans screaming for them already. So I guess they were pretty big from the get-go. That's kind of wild. Yeah, look at him. Drake. Interesting, Lizzie. I had no idea. Bunch of goofballs.
We have you guys for 2 weeks. Can't go home. We work, no play. We have a very, very, very special guest. A legend in the rap game. He's known internationally. He's gonna come in and speak with you guys.
See you. 궁금하다. 닥터 드레가 들어올 수도 있어.
Dude, everything with BTS is work, work, work. Everybody surrounding them is just like always getting them to work. I just want to see them. Maybe it's selfish of me, but I just kind of want to see them going out and having fun and just messing around. I don't know. That's part of the fun of this for me. But I mean, it's admirable how much work goes into all of this, and you know how crazy their work ethic is. But I don't know. For me, it's kind of about the fun sometimes, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna do Bon Voyage in the soup.
What was the first rap single to go platinum?
Oh, I think they just told me who that guy was. It looks familiar. Who is this dude? Oh, it's Coolio. You guys remember Coolio? He had Gangsta's Paradise. Been spending most of my time living in... You know that song, right? I'm not gonna sing it. You know that song.
Coolio? How did hip hop start? Where did it start?
What?
What was the first rap single to go platinum?
Not, hey, how you doing? He just starts quizzing the dudes right away.
What group is second?
Look at their faces. Look at their faces right now. They're literally just amazed. They're like, Coolio is right in front of me right now, and I'm just meeting him. And it's not, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Any of that stuff. Coolio's now quizzing me. Coolio's putting me on the spot.
Hello.
Look at me, said hello.
What does turn up mean?
Let's go party. No, turn up. Sorry. Sorry.
Give me 25 push-ups.
What? No freaking way.
25? 205번 하라고요?
Can you imagine this? You get to America. You come to America, you're excited for the first time. You're flying over here, you're greeted with some fans and everything. You're told that you're going to be working hard and you're going to be studying, I guess, with some great rappers. Coolio walks to the door. You had no idea who's coming. And all of a sudden, they're just happy to meet him. They're bouncing around and everything. Coolio just immediately starts quizzing him. He answers, and then now he's forced to do push-ups? Coolio's kind of a dick.
25번.
Actually, I know Coolio's a dick because you remember Weird Al? He had Amish Paradise, and Coolio didn't want anything to do with that. He said he was mad at Weird Al for that. Weird Al's an incredible human being, by the way.
Okay, get up.
Oh yeah.
Don't be laughing and all that turn up shit. You don't even know what you're talking about. Quit playing with me. So basically, so y'all don't know shit about hip hop. We gonna have some fun, but not now. I'm gonna teach y'all about hip hop. I'm gonna teach y'all the hard way. I'm not playing. I take this shit serious in my life, man. If it wasn't for hip hop, I'd be dead. I'd be in jail. I'd be in prison.
Yeah.
It's not a joke to me. It's very serious. It's my life. I expect more from.
Okay, so I think, you know, I could definitely tell the guys are shocked by this, and as they should be. As they should be. RM is making complete eye contact with him, and as everything I've learned from RM and his like hip hop or his rap, you know, style of, you know, mind and what he wanted to be going into this group, like I can see that like he really wants to take what Coolio's saying seriously and not, you know, shove him off to the side or whatever. Like he is dedicated, he's 100% locked in, and that's admirable too, because Coolio kind of came in pretty harsh on these guys, and RM's like, okay, what do you have to show me? What do you have to teach me? Another admirable trait right here, because I feel like if that was happening to me, I'd be like, come on, man. Chill out, Coolio.
Bruh, I expect more from you. I said I understand that you have to work with him, so it leaves you at a disadvantage.
Okay, I know. 너가 참 나한테 많은 취미래.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The language barrier and everything too. Being in a foreign place. Kind of feel for him. I kind of feel for him right now. Mary Lake.
We gonna get you right.
Mary Lake with a comment of the day. Coolio wasn't very Coolio. I like it.
Guys, I'm gonna give you guys $1,000.
Oh!
So that's
American Hustle Life.
Oh, it's giving him $1,000.
Yeah! Are you ready to play with me? I want to see what style, what vibe you bring solo.
We're gonna find girls.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna talk to them. Get them in the music video.
I'm Korean singer.
Okay, so I'm reading some of the chat here, and I'm sorry I keep pausing the video, but they're saying those three won a challenge, so they got to go shopping. So this is a reality TV show of some sort. I don't know what it's called, but I'll probably end up watching it, and I'll put it on Patreon or something. Maybe I'll watch like the first episode after I do this tonight, because it seems kind of cool. I guess I'm a little pissed off at Coolio, but other than that, it seems kind of cool. American Hustle Life, please don't, says dude. Really? American Hustle Life. Oh my god, no. I should watch it fully. It's so cringy. Okay, well, I don't care if it's, I mean, if it's cringy, it's okay. I mean, but I want to see a different side of BTS, you know what I mean? I want to see more of a personal side, and that's why I like the vlog cameras and things like that. And even if it's not as polished or whatever, I mean, I'm not going to take it out on the guys. It's just bad producing. Okay, well, cool. Then I'm going to check it out, for sure.
Really? Yeah.
Even if it's cringy, I'm doing it.
Shoot the music video, and your style is very good. So I want to cast you.
My name is B. You're Jungkook. Jungkook. It's tomorrow. My video is your need.
Great, Victoria.
Yeah, see?
좀 부끄부끄 이렇게 막 이렇게 힙합 뮤비처럼 똑같이 할 수 있냐고. I love it.
You remember the question that I asked you yesterday? What was the question?
자기 목소리로 랩을 시작한 래퍼가 누구냐? 아킴.
Some political incident happened to the 2 Live Crew. Parental adversary explicit.
Nice. See, that's what I'm talking about. RM is just locked into this thing. But that's the thing too, is like they're coming back. They're getting questions asked of them. And even when Coolio came in harsh and stuff like that, like these guys are still like, okay, he's being a little disrespectful and everything, but maybe I still have something to learn here. Maybe there's still, you know, there's something here for me. And maybe it's just a respect thing or whatever. But I think it's admirable because a lot of people, especially at BTS's position that they're in right now, they're starting to turn into a worldwide phenomenon. Might even just kind of, you know, push Coolio to the side and be like, well, hey man, you had that hit like 20 years ago were kind of the new thing. Like you're trying to make me do push-ups, but that wasn't the vibe we were getting from the guys. You know, they're like, okay, we're here to work, we're here to learn, we're gonna do it.
네가 가장 영감을 많이 받은
블랙팬더를 후원하면서 영감.
Yeah, see, they're studying up on this stuff. Now they're starting to get Coolio's respect.
야 오늘 며칠이지? 브이로그. 아 스펙타클한 브이로그. 지금은 리얼리티 촬영 중이다. 지금 이 리얼리티 촬영이 정말 나에게 정말 도움이 많이 되는 것 같다. 왜냐면 힙합에 좀 더 다가갈 수 있는 그런
Yeah, there it is.
아주 중요한 나에게 진짜 공부가 되는 그런 리얼리티 방송인 것 같다.
미국에 온 지 벌써 일주일도 넘어갔고 꽤 오랜 시간이 지났는데 아직도 미국 생활이 적응이 잘 안 되고 미국에서는 일단 되게 좋은 마인드들을 배워가는 것 같다. 뭔가 항상 위축돼 있고 자신감 같은 게 굉장히 없었었는데 그런 것들을 조금 더 업그레이드 시켜줬다고 해야 되나? 재밌지만 힘든 건 역시 힘들다.
Yeah.
2014년 7월
Doesn't even know what day it is.
브이로그 끝.
Yeah, Jin looks beat.
Yo.
Yeah, Tony.
What's poppin'? What's going on? Hey, what are y'all doing, man? Like
NBA.
hold on.
Plays video games,
pause
man.
The game. Pause the game. Pause. Hold on.
Start the game.
We gotta find y'all a tutor. Let's go.
I wonder if they're gonna meet another celebrity.
I get caught up thinking of my every time I think about my greatest love, my greatest love. Hey,
Iris.
yes, nice to meet you. I want to hear you sing.
Okay.
I said, will you marry me? Follow your line. Will you marry me? So we just
What she means by that, by follow your line, is that means that she wants him to basically stay at the same vibrato the entire way through, the same consistency. You know, not like a will you. I'm not going to do it because I'm not a singer, but I know what she's talking about. She wants it basically to have the same strength behind where it starts to where it ends, not to taper off and to enunciate things in a different way and try and take a breath or suck some air in that way. It basically just means to kind of push out. But a common problem with that is people start to hold their breath, and then that makes things a little wonky as well. But pretty cool.
to make sure that you sing it with confidence, keep your lines flowing all the way through with proper breathing.
Another summer day has come and gone away. In Paris so long, but I wanna go home.
Soulful.
Thank you.
I
that
like
is soulful.
that. What I like, you have my attention. I want to hear more.
He was my sins away.
You have a wonderful voice.
Thank you.
Keep him. It's soulful. People feel something when you sing. They will have it. It doesn't take them long time. They learn.
You know Korean? Korea?
A little bit.
Korea teacher이지. 사부님.
Sabunim.
Yeah,
Sabunim.
사부님.
That's teacher?
Yeah, teacher.
So I'm Sabunim.
Yeah, you're 사부님.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very hot.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Yeah, nice how.
You have the kick, so the snare. Let's try to add a hi-hat with you. For you, Jen, there's a beat that I want you to work on, okay? J-Hope?
Yeah.
I want you to do this beat.
이거 안 될 것 같은데요? So hard.
Yeah.
와 이거 어떻게 맞췄지?
Don't say that you can't do it because you can. You can do it.
I don't know.
You can do it. 사부님, 땡큐 사부님.
Yes.
제가 찾던 고수가 있는 건가?
Kind of intense beatbox in there. This is where they shine.
And then my foot hooks, and I'm still sitting on my left foot. Switch. Switch. Hook. Switch. Hook.
It's cool. Let's do that. I like that move better anyway. What? Is that what I think it is? So they're in, I think this is... Yeah, this is them still in LA. So they're still in LA, and these poor kids, these poor guys, they're still stuck in one giant room with a bunch of bunk beds? Really? Come on, you couldn't even get them some, like, nice rooms? Yeah, that night.
우리 꿀물 꼭 사먹어야 된다고 목에 좋다고 이게 굉장히 목을 유연하게 만드는데 좋다고 그러더라고요. 1시 39분.
Like that, they didn't even look like nice beds. Like the beds, like the mattresses looked like a prison mattress. Like, come on, guys. They got off the plane and they had screaming fans here in America already. You can't get these guys a nice bed?
늦은 시간임에도 불구하고 침대 위에서 비트박스 연습을 하려고 해요.
Oh yeah, I'm sure everybody will love you practicing beatboxing in bed. The other 6 guys won't mind that.
Now you gotta go up to
Perfect harmony.
All right, now I want you to breathe. Breathe all the way
There it
through
is.
so that you won't sing it from here. That's the voice that I need right
Yep.
there. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
That woo, woo, woo. I like that. You have to do it without holding your stomach.
Yeah, because he's holding his breath is what he's doing. He's trying to push in and he's trying to like essentially push in on his diaphragm and just like I'm not a vocalist. I just know the very basics of it. But it's just kind of funny to see.
5, 6, 7.
You right? And I know I have to make it harder.
I'm ready.
Ready?
준비됐습니다.
I just want to read this comment. They only started making money, considerable money after their second year. Wait, they're still in their first year in this documentary? So in their first year, they released 2 albums and gone to America. Okay.
진짜 진짜 복수라니까요, 진짜.
이런 곳에서 비트박스 배우면 되게 잘 될 것 같아요.
I have an exercise for you. I'm gonna draw a picture and we're gonna put sound to the picture.
아, 원숭이, monkey.
It's a lion. What sound does a lion make? Make that into a beat.
It's dog. No, dog. Ah. Very hard. Yeah.
That's too hard?
No.
This guy's fun. I like this teacher. And it's kind of a cool concept, too. I mean, if you want to start thinking about beatboxing and what kind of sounds can come out of your mouth that don't normally come out of your mouth, you start thinking about animal noises and stuff like that and how to incorporate that into melodies and in beats and stuff. That's a cool way to kind of look at things and get you thinking outside the box a little bit. I like this guy.
It's good?
Okay.
Okay. You guys, by far, are the best students that I have ever had. You take instructions very well, and you're very, very talented.
No way.
정말 약간 내 인생에 약간 뭔가 한 단계 발전할 수 있는 그런 뭔가 지금 시기가 아닐까 좀 싶다.
굉장히 재밌었고 어쨌든 빨리 한국에 돌아가고 싶다. 우리 숙소가 너무 그립다. 예.
여기가 롱비치요. 여기 롱비치. 음악으로 듣던 그 롱비치랑은 내가 생각할 때 이미지랑 좀 다른 것 같아.
되게 위험하다고 들었는데 생각보다는 엄청. Hey, what's up, man?
Oh my god. Oh my god. 오렌지예요.
Hey, check this out. We're getting ready to go on a mission. We're gonna go around my neighborhood. I'm gonna show y'all where I grew up at, where I came from. Me, Snoop, Nate Dogg.
How you and Snoop and Nate got together when you were young?
We went to elementary school.
그냥 초딩 친구인데 전설된 거야?
왜 초딩 동창 중에 왜 스눕독이 없냐?
Look, see up here? This is a definite landmark, like for Long Beach hip hop. Nate Dogg and Snoop.
Alright.
저 좋아하는 아티스트 있으면
근데 진짜 옛날 래퍼들이 너무 많아요. 이 앨범 있을 줄 몰랐어. 와, 투팍.
All Eyes on Me.
올라이점이에요.
진짜 투팍의 최고 명반이죠.
연습생 때 이 앨범들을 처음 들었었어요. 근데 듣고 반해가지고.
Long Beach. Oh, Long Beach. You guys want a Long Beach hat?
Of course.
I'm gonna buy him a Long Beach hat. Y'all each get a Long Beach hat. Give me one.
Yeah. 사주신대요.
Warren G is buying BTS Long Beach hats. Look how happy they are.
We had a good time today. I got a mission for you guys. The mission is that I want you guys to write lyrics to regulate. I want each one of you guys to tell your own life story to regulate. Much love, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's go.
할 수 있어. 힙합 아이돌이라고 이야기를 하지만 어떤 사람들은 그냥 기획형 아이돌로
볼 수 있죠.
볼 수 있는 게 아니라 그렇게 봐 사람들이.
Not that they could, it's that they do. I'm not sure if you guys could read that text down there. Yeah, no, that's a very real thing, you know, for these guys. I experienced it myself no more than a couple months ago. I literally thought this was a pre-manufactured thing, and some of it is, but it must suck to be an artist or try to be bettering yourself like this and to become a real true artist and you know that to be your passion and for people just to think that you're some pre-manufactured thing, you know, especially when you're putting so much work on the line, when you're putting so much on the line. And you can see the concern, you know, you can see this concern in their face when they talk about it and stuff. They're like, so many people think this, and he's saying, oh, they can, but he's like, no, it's not that they can, it's that they do. It's because if you don't take the time to really do this and dive into these guys and dive into the ethic, just the work ethic alone of doing something like this, it becomes noise in the background, and that can be discouraging. And you can see that it is discouraging.
생각이 많아진단 말이에요. 내가 하고 싶었던 음악을 하는 게 맞는 건지, 내가 해야 할 음악을 하는 게 맞는 건지 생각이 많아지는 거예요. 내 이야기를 하는 그런 사람이 음악을 하는 사람이라고 생각을.
형은 되게 이런 얘기들을 하고 싶고 자기 얘기들을 하고 싶어서 랩을 시작했잖아요. 나는 아직도 구체적으로 뭘 하고 싶은지 잘 모르겠어요, 솔직히. 되게 못한다는 걸 많이 눈에 띄게 하지 말고 살아야지. 그래서 빨리 늘어야지. 그래서 빨리 잘해야지.
그지, 난 그게 많았어. 반대로 눈치를 안 보고 멋있게 보이는 사람들이 너무 많은 거지. 나도 좀 이렇게 살고 싶다. 나도 좀 이렇게 살 거야. 살 거야.
네.
됐어. 가사 쓰면 돼 이제.
형은 연기를 했었잖아요.
RM's wisdom.
오자마자 힙합을 해라.
It's truthful though. It's truthful. You know, I mean, that's all it really comes down to. I think what RM is trying to explain right there is like, just say what's on your mind. Put it out there. You know, sometimes just writing it down or just saying it out loud, you know, just kind of helps in a way. And if you're having trouble, you know, putting lyrics together, and especially while you're trying to be poetic about it, it can be difficult. You know, it can be exhausting. And he's saying the best thing to do is just to not think too much, is just to go off of like your gut and put it out there. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
이런 거에 대해서 약간 거부감이 당연히 있긴 했었지. 왜냐하면 전혀 다른 장르니까. 근데 나는 어렸을 때부터 우리 형이 굉장히 힙합을 좋아했어. 따라 나도 힙합을 자주 접하고 그렇게 적응하는데 큰 어려움이 있진 않았어. 처음 들어왔을 때 7명 멤버가 모두가 랩을 했었어. 그 중에서 이제 정말 이제 춤을 췄던 건데 뭔가 되게 동떨어져 있는 느낌이 들더라고요. 우리 곡에는 약간 이런 내용이 들어있어요. 가장 힘들었던 것을 이야기하고 파도처럼 뭐 밀려오는 그런 힘든 삶들을 내가 상대를 하고 여기까지 왔다라는 이야기로 쓰면 좋아요. 힘든 상황도 있었지만 그래도 어쨌든 나는 지금 이 자리까지 왔다. 이 부분도 하고 잘할 수 있어요 우리는. 파도처럼 밀려오는 이런 고통들을 우리 다 이겨낼 거야.
독립기념일이래. 7월 4일인가?
이렇게 사람 많은 거 처음 봐.
사랑하는 사람이랑 봐야 되는데 난 널 사랑해.
저도 형 사랑해요.
Sweet.
좀 불쌍하다 그래. 와, 한번 소화하려고 저거 폭죽 얼마씩 땄나? 30만 원.
It's a lot more than $40. They're way off their firework budget, or what they think it cost.
90만 원. 저건 좀 비싸. 저건 좀 비싸. 저건 좀 예쁘니까.
왜 이렇게 사람이 늙었어요?
80만 원.
We become such old men. Oh man, fireworks are expensive. They're more expensive than you think. Like one of those like natural fireworks shows, like they can be like hundreds of dollars, or if not thousands of dollars for one of them.
One more time.
오.
심장이 터질 것 같아.
2014년 7월 5일 전국에 오고 그리고 오늘은 숙소 너무 더러워서 세탁소 팀, 정보기 팀
Oh no.
이게 너무해?
집청소팀
우리가 챙겨온 돈보다 더 뭐 많이 사주고 나머지 걸 못 샀어요. 그래서 지금 이걸 내려놓고 오고 있어요.
Oh no. Okay, so yeah, so I was reading a comment earlier. It says, they didn't really start making considerable money until after their first, or second year or something like that. Which, is kind of par for the course. But you'd think that being on a reality TV show, and you think that like coming out to America, and you think that like having fans everywhere, like you'd have a little bit more of a budget. They literally have to break into teams, and they have the laundry team and a grocery team, and he literally went over budget. And here's kind of a cool little respect thing that I'm seeing as well. When someone needs to return something here in America, like if let's just say like you're going to the grocery store or whatever, and like you're like, oh, when I bought 2 of these, or I don't want this, or you this is too much money or whatever. Nobody goes back to the aisle and puts it back in the aisle and returns it themselves. Like everyone just leaves it for like the store clerks to do. And it's kind of cool to see him go back like, oh, I bought too much stuff. We went over budget. And you just see him like going through the aisles and putting things back where he took them from. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe it's a respect thing. I don't know. But it's kind of interesting to see.
이렇게
Oh, man.
세 팀으로 나눠서
So there's a cleaning team too?
이거 뭐라고 하는지 알아, 영어로? 따라해봐. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
하나, 둘, 셋. Disgusting.
촬영을 마치고 오늘 다음 앨범 녹음을 했는데
사실 좀 벅차고 할 게 굉장히 많아서 사실 심적으로 좀 힘이 든다.
저희들이 이제 리얼리티 이렇게 촬영, 앨범 작업도 하고 그런 걸 다 여러 번 계속 한꺼번에 하려다 보니까 몸이 안 따라주는 거죠.
그때는 이제 저희 주차장에 세팅하는 이제 장비들을 샀었거든요. 그래서 여기서 뭐 케이블부터 시작해서 뭐 마이크 거치대까지 다 스피커도 샀고요. 여기서 꽤 많이 돈을 들여 사긴 샀는데 확실히 한국보다는 악기들이 저렴해가지고.
Oh, interesting.
열악한 환경에서 도움이 필요했던 방탄소년단에게 스튜디오를 선뜻 내준 이가 바로 에릭이었다. 이곳에서 방탄소년단 정규 1집 앨범 다크 앤 와일드가 탄생했다.
그 멤버들 막 피곤해갖고 여기서 막 자고 그때 이제 멤버들 리얼리티 찍을 때여갖고 다들 되게 피곤했거든요. 그래갖고 막 수건 깔고 자고 난리.
텅텅 take it 텅텅 좀 사겨줘라.
너 내게 너무 나빠. 너 내게 너무 나빠.
Oh man.
Oh no. These are the kinks you got to work out. Usually, most bands that I've worked with, and most times I've been in the studio, I need about an hour, and most people I know need about an hour, 20 minutes sometimes, to really kind of work the kinks out, you know, to get comfortable with your environments. And it becomes more difficult when you're doing travel, you know, when you're getting on a plane and you're going to a different studio. Just something about the pressure in your ears throws things off, so that wouldn't surprise me why he went off key a little bit there. But also just like the conditions, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. It's kind of weird that they put this in there though. Maybe it's supposed to humanize them in some way. You don't think it's a U.S. thing? I think it's a rude people
BTS
thing.
members were really tired, and then we were actually.
Yeah, that's a good point. It might not just be a U.S. thing. It's probably a rude thing. We're talking about the grocery store thing and watching them bring it back. I'm sorry, I forget which one brought it back. But maybe it is just a rude thing. I don't know. Have I done that? I think the only time that I've had to do that at a grocery store was like when they opened up eggs and like one of them had been cracked and they just kind of took it back for me, or they just took it away and got me a new one because I was in line just paying. But I've seen people, like I've been in front or like in back of like plenty of people where they're like, oh, actually, I don't want this, or whatever, and they just kind of like stock it up behind the cashier, and then someone comes around and puts it all back later. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually take an item back, but it's kind of rude, isn't it? It's kind of rude just to make somebody else do that. Like you're the one who mismanaged your funds or whatever, you know? You should put it back. But maybe it's just not the way people think.
A little bit thoughtful about our future. I mean.
Oh, why?
우리 그때 이 앨범 망하면 어떡하냐고.
맞아요.
We couldn't be sure.
뭔가 멋있는 랩을 남기고 싶은데 생각보다 잘 안 나오는 거야.
They don't settle for anything but the best. If somebody does a take and it was like, that was okay, no, do it again until you get it right. It has to be perfect. I think it really just comes back to hard work and perseverance. It really is. It's about believing in it and putting the time and the effort in.
BTS. Rapma, J.I., Sugar, wake up, let's go! Come on, B. He was already up. Come on, B.
Come on, everybody waiting on you, man. Your brothers is all up.
Oh.
Let's get it.
항상 드는 생각인데 우리 진짜 목소리는 끝내주는 것 같다.
You guys are very fortunate. You have 1 million fans. A lot of times in the hip-hop community, artists and big names and celebrities take what they make and they give it back to people that aren't as fortunate. Give back. Give back.
기부를 되게 하고 싶었던 적이 되게 많았지만 마음만 앞섰지 행동을 못했던 걸 이제 행동을 하게 돼서 되게 뜻깊은 일이라고 생각했어요.
Wait. Are they taking BTS to frickin' Skid Row? This is an incredibly dangerous place in America. An incredibly dangerous place. Somebody will kill you for your shoes. Yeah, possibly. I watched a documentary on Skid Row. Skid Row might be one of the most dangerous places in America ever. You can't just walk up with a camera crew and a bunch of, oh my God. This is going to be a disaster.
Alright?
Yeah.
야, 아까 방금까지 되게 번화가였었는데.
와, 이렇게 확 달라질 수가 있구나.
와, 텐트 봐봐.
선뜻 저희들의
It's
마음을
sad.
받아주실까, 오해는 하지 않을까 이렇게.
The homie Sugar, rap monster from Korea, bro.
You know, they learning about hip hop, so we trying to like teach them about giving back. We wanted to come down here, give some food. You know, if y'all can give them any knowledge.
Never forget where you came from.
There you go.
Yeah. Never forget that. I don't care how rich you get, how poor you get. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
All the time.
My words are of encouragement are to be encouraged and don't give up.
Never give up.
Yeah.
Give up. It'll be easier to face tomorrow.
이 일은 정말 어느 누구에게나 일어날 수 있는 일이다. 너도 그렇고 나도 그렇고 순식간에 일어날 수 있는 일이다라는 얘기를 가장 많이 하셨어요.
그분들은 이제 힘들어도 굉장히 긍정적인 마인드를 많이 가지고 있어서 오히려 제가 더 많이 얻은 기분이었어요.
높은 곳에 올라가서라도 거기에서 뭐가 한번 풀리면 그냥 쭉 내려가기 쉽다.
Be who you are. You know, don't be like some other group. Why you're an artist. What made you attractive to art, then be that. Be true to that attracted you. And you'll be good at whatever you do.
If they want some too, they're more than welcome.
Brother.
Yeah.
Be true to your art. Oh, this looks good. Sum it up.
그러니까 항상 방심하지 말고 노력해서 열심히 살아라.
이렇게 좋은 환경에서 일할 수 있고 제가 원하는 일을 한다는 거에 항상 좀 감사함을 많이 느껴야 되겠구나를 느꼈습니다.
다시 돌려주는 게 얼마나 중요한 건지 알겠죠, 나.
예. 오케이. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Nate.
Thank you guys. Y'all did a really good job.
Wow. Yeah, no, Skid Row is no joke, you know? People, they're, what is that saying? There, but the grace of God go I, or something like that. It could be you in a second. And 1 second you're on top, the next second you're not, you know? And these are human beings, you know? They are homeless human beings, but they're human beings, you know? One thing that I found kind of endearing about this whole interaction here was just, again, was the eye contact. You know, when the guy, you know, when the homeless person was on the ground and it was just kind of looking up and, you know, he's just sitting on a box, you know, both RM and Sugar, like they were locked in. They're like, okay, what do you have to say? I'm listening. I'm here. You know, I'm present in this moment. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not, you know, thinking about something else. I'm not doing whatever. Like they're taking their advice. And RM even said, you know, I may have even gotten more out of this experience than even they got out of the experience, even though they got fed. But from the knowledge and just from, you know, being humble about something like that and going in and just taking somebody else's advice like that, I think I guess it just makes you more humble. But no, it's a cool little moment. I know people are saying this show is kind of cringy. I don't know if this is still the American Hustle Life thing, but I think it's kind of cool. I think this is kind of neat. I find it enjoyable. You know, I think I'm going to watch these episodes as cringy as you guys are telling me they are. I think that's kind of cool. This is showing, you know, that side I love to see of artists, you know, like who exactly are they as people? And you can usually find out a little bit about them from just like small moments like this, you know. How do they treat somebody that is, you know, generally perceived as less than them, you know? Just like people that go out on dates and stuff like that, they might, you know, if you treat the waiter bad, you know, the other person might be a little turned off by that. Or, you know, if you're just rude to the grocery store clerk by not returning the items you know, you can't afford to buy or you just don't want or whatever. Like people kind of look at that like, oh, okay, people that you think that are less than you treat them like this. I haven't encountered anybody that BTS or any of the guys have encountered so far that they think that they're better than in any way. They seem incredibly humble, and it's been from a lot of different angles here. So these are the moments that I like, and as cringy as you guys say, American Hustle Life may be, and maybe there is some cringy moments. I think it's going to be worth checking out because these are the kind of moments that truly give you a better picture of what kind of artist you're working with here, what kind of human being you're working with here. And I feel like a moment like this just speaks volumes of their character. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was really cool.
2014년 7월 15일 레몬스터의 로그. 이제 미국에서의 마지막 날이다.
Oh, they're going back.
솔직히 진짜 힘들었다. 진짜 많이 힘들었고 쓰러져 자고 정말 몸도 많이 상했지만 마음만큼은 그래도 든든해져서 돌아가는 것 같긴 한데 다시 하라고 하면 못할 것 같다. 정말 어떤 가수도 할 수 없는 값진 경험을 하고 가는 건 정말 맞는 것 같다.
You guys have inspired me. Like, go as hard as I can. You only get one life, so you gotta like get the most out of every day. I've learned that from you guys, so that's why I always say you guys deserve to be number one.
한국에 가면 글쎄 또 어떤 마음으로 임하게 될지 모르겠지만 진심으로 가슴에서 우러나와서 더 내 일을 할 수 있는 그런 멋진 아티스트가 되고 싶다. I'm coming back to Korea.
갑시다.
Oh, there's a better look at it. There's a better look at the bunks. Oh man, look at these things, man. Look at these things. Let me make it a little bit bigger. I feel bad that the screen is so small. I'm used to having the green screen. Can I do it while I'm live? Yeah. Look at these things. Look how thin these mattresses are. This is like prison. This concrete floors. Oh my god, I feel for him. I feel for him. Kind of ridiculous. They're going back to Korea though. I'm a little surprised by these mattresses. Right? Same guy. But like, if they even like have like a little bit of a attachment to that room. Oh, here we go. What's going on next week? Ooh, a concert. Cypher 6. Chapter 6.
지, 민, 이,
바,
보.
Yeah. 지민이 바보.
Are they trying to twerk? He's stopping them.
너무 묻어있네.
All right. So that was The Rise of Bangtan Chapter 5 Hip Hop Lover. And I guess it was chronicling mostly that show, American Hustle Life. That's what they're saying in chat. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of neat. I'm getting mixed reviews on if this show is good or not. But for what I'm looking for, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to be checking it out. I think it's neat. I want to get that glimpse. I thought it was pretty cool. Let's see here. Their first experience of America, I was kind of surprised when they got off the plane. And, I've seen them fly coach, like they were just flying with regular people. And then having screaming fans meeting them at the gate, that was kind of eye-opening to me. I'm like, oh, wow, these guys were kind of a bit of a phenomenon from the get-go. I thought maybe it was just like a Korean thing, but no, they had some fans just from the get-go. And that's probably attributed to how much work they put in on YouTube and having like these vlogs and stuff like that, talking about their journey and stuff, and just building an army really from the ground up. And we see that like firsthand right there. So I guess I shouldn't have been surprised, but I still was. Coolio pissed me off in the beginning, Coolio's not being very coolio. Yo. No, that's the wrong way to say it. Coolio is not being very cool. Leo. Oh, whatever. I messed it up. But it was kind of cool to see him finally come back around and the guys win the respect of Coolio by, having, learned the history of what hip hop is and some of like what it means on a cultural level to, people in that area. And that's just something I'm not 100% versed on myself. I don't know what turned up means. To me, that means what they were meaning. Like, let's party, let's get turned up. But then again, I'm an old man. I thought the fireworks scene was interesting when they were talking about being an old man. I'm like, now you're talking my language here. Let's talk firework prices. But it was kind of cool to see them put the dedication and the energy and the effort into it, especially when they were disrespected like that. They were able to humble themselves and be like, okay, well, fine. I'll give you the 25 push-ups. I will deal with your attacks. But as long as there's some sort of like educational value in this for me. And they seem to think that they at least got some educational value out of this. Seeing them kind of go back to Korea, you could tell that they were kind of excited. They were like kind of like, all right, well, we're ready to go here. Maybe that was due to what I think might have even just been the sleeping conditions. I feel like if you're gonna be on a reality TV show, it looked like an MTV reality show. Maybe it's not MTV, but it kind of had that feel to it. Give them their own hotel rooms. You know what I mean? Like, you're already flying them out to LA. Like, how much money do you need to save? That's why I need to have somebody work on what's known as a rider. The management should be taking care of that. But maybe that's just to kind of show where they are in their life at this point anyway. Like, back home, that's what they're doing. They're still sleeping in these, a room together with all these bunk beds and stuff. So maybe they're just used to it. Seeing them eat together and break up into teams like that just goes to show you like the everyday life of what this is like, Yes, you have screaming fans. Yes, you are technically an idol. Your music is successful, but the everyday reality of being that successful and being in this line of work is that the money is not there right away. They had to break in a couple teams there. They had a cleaning team, they had a laundry team, and they had, you know, a grocery team. They may have had one other team too. I forget what that was. But I thought that was kind of cool. You know, it goes to show the reality that like this is just what it is, you know. I remember a couple years ago I was playing with this band that was very well known, and we were opening up for them, and the guy came out on stage, and he's like, you know, he's talking to like the kids or like the people that were interested in being musicians. He's like, you want to do this, you want to be this, it's like, here's what it takes. And he's like, I work at Walmart. And everyone's like, wait, what? He's like, yup, I work at Walmart. I sleep in the van, you know. And that kind of hit a lot of people. It's like, you know, like this isn't all, you know, fame and glory and whatnot, and like they had music videos out and they were on the radio everywhere, and that's just the sad reality of being an artist. You know, they say starving artist, and there's a reason for that. You don't normally start making money for a while, and you need to have that perseverance to keep pushing through and keep pushing yourself to do this. And this was kind of a different angle of that, showing them breaking up into teams. Pretty cool stuff. What else was cool about this? I love the singers. I love when they were working with the pianist there. I don't remember her name, but she had a fantastic voice. I love the interactions between the guys and her, and just like talking about the different techniques and following your lines, and just watching them connect. The eye contact with people and how much attention they give to people is pretty cool. Again, another endearing little cool fact there. These are things that like a lot of people, especially young people, can have fame and glory go to their heads, but it doesn't seem to be happening to them. They stay humble. And the best moment of this for me, honestly, the best moment of this was when they went to Skid Row. I'm surprised by that. Skid Row is a dangerous place, man. People get murdered a lot in Skid Row. Like it's not a place you want to go walking down the street. And it's very sad. It's very sad. These are people that are down on their luck, you know, but they are still people. They are still human beings, you know, and not all of it is due to just alcohol and drugs. Some of it is just mental illness. You know, sometimes people just fall down on luck on that. Anything can happen at any given time. Maybe you just lose your job and you have no family and you have nowhere else to go. And then all of a sudden you're in that trap of having dirty clothes, so you can't get a job and you can't get a house and you can't get an apartment, and you're just in this cycle for years and you're just living like that. That's a lot of it, you know? And seeing them kind of go down there with just some food and taking their advice and listening to them. And I mean, actually being present and listening to those people that were down on their luck was just a great little glimpse into how humble and how respectful these guys can be. Beautiful moments all around. But yeah, this was good. Huge shout out to the Rise of Bangtan official. I mean, these documentaries are fantastic. I mean, I've seen a ton of them, and they do the best. I love them. That's why I'm sticking with this one just going forward, because I like them so much. I'm sorry about all the troubles with YouTube. I tried doing this on YouTube and Twitch. For whatever reason, my encoder software or something's off. I don't know. I'm sorry. This will be uploaded to YouTube at some point. I'm probably going to take it. I'm going to put it up on Patreon first for a couple days, and then I'll edit it down and put some version of this on YouTube, or you can come back and watch it on Twitch for those people watching a little bit later. But thank you so much for being here. Now we're going to move on to the album. Yeah, that's right. And if you want to be a part of that, just stay right here. I'm basically just going to switch the settings here and just basically start up a new stream on Twitch. So you don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to download anything or anything. And I'm just going to write in a new title, so when people come back to watch this later, they can see this documentary, and then directly followed by what is now going to be the thing that is going to tie together the School trilogy. And then from here, I think we move on to the album Dark and Wild. But School Love Affair is next. So hang tight, guys. And if you're new around here, if you're watching later on YouTube, please like and subscribe. See you in a bit.